Hello, everyone.
Music.
You hear it?
Music.
My music?
My music.
You hear your music? You have to wait for it to switch over. Okay. Well, hello everyone. Let's try this again. My husband is helping me today, and he is new to all this, and so he's like, "I hear music," and I'm like, what music? What are you talking about?" But he's not even looking at the visual that you guys see. Okay. All right. Well, good afternoon, good morning, is evening for anybody? Maybe good evening if you're in the other side of the world. So today's gonna be a little bit different. Today we were supposed to focus on, I believe it was judgment, self judgment and shame, but this beautiful thing happened today, and I have a brand new nephew, and in having that nephew, I realized the things that I was feeling previously were no longer a factor. It did not matter. And so I decided I'm just going to craft. This is not planned. So I'm letting you guys know right now this is not planned. And I will do my best to not leave you disappointed. So let's get started. And we can talk a little bit more about what I was experiencing, what situations I may have been going through at the time, if you would like. Um, well, we're probably going to. Like, that's a given, probably, right? Like, ultimately, that's kind of what my page is all about. Um, but I'm gonna do a canvas mixed media art because my mind is everywhere, and I don't know, something about doing a canvas mixed media art. I might even actually add light to it. But we'll see. But you may see me dancing in the background. I'm gonna try to shake things that's been going on because something beautiful just happened today. So the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use the Gina K. This is the Bold Boutique stencil. Let me get my gel. Okay, I'm actually gonna use my distress paste. Oh, I did this little trick. I bent a clipboard, the end of it, stuck it inside, and then I placed it on top of a box. And that's making me have a hard surface. Yes, finally. Um, so we're going to, hopefully this is still good. I haven't used this in quite some time. Oh, it is, yes. All right, wipe that off my finger there. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to add some glitter. Let me grab some glitter really quick. This is just some glitter I got from like Michael's, and I don't have that much left. Um, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add florals, cause as I said earlier, I have a brand new nephew, and it's been a rough couple of days. Okay, and it's nothing wrong with it, right? I think we all have situations. We just can't dwell on them, right? It's easy to dwell on your situation and make yourself identify with it. Um, and then you kind of just miss out on life. But a wise woman told me sometimes you have to get simple and you have to look at the little things in life, the most simplest things in life, and be grateful for. And right now, I am not going to lie to you. I have had thoughts where I was thinking to myself, like, this was a bad time to start a business. This was just not the idealistic time to start a business. But honestly, when is it? Right? It's like buying a house. Sometimes it's a bad time and it works though, right? And so in that being said, there's a lot going on with these tariffs and things, and some of the plans I had created, ideas I had made, and can't really do them because of the new tariffs. And I see a lot of, it's not just me, like there's a lot of other crafting companies that are dealing with these issues too. And this is when we should come together and really support each other. So, I think that's a good reason for me to not focus on my issues and using only my products today, but using as many crafter products as I can, because we are in this world together and we are experiencing all of this together. And so I think that it helps me, they may never see this video, but ultimately it's about me realizing it, right? And me coming, let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. Me realizing, and hopefully, who knows, maybe they'll see this and they'll be like, oh wow, like she's right, we're all going through it. But we all need each other's support. Not just in the crafting world, but in the world in general. We need each other's support. We always are trying to make it look like everything's okay. And it's okay to look like everything's okay, But sometimes it's okay to show. And I think that's what my page is about. That's what my channel's about. It's okay to show that things are not okay right now. But here I am, and I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm crafting with you guys, and I'm making it okay, because sometimes that strength is what people need to see, not the everything's fine, I guess you could say, kind of a look, but more of you trying to make everything fine. And that's what I am trying to do. I'm trying to make everything fine. I'm working with what I got. I did a live, let me put this, because this is a paste and I don't want to mess this up. So I'm going to put this in a container of water. That is stuck. I've had this container of water. I probably need to change. No? Oh, apparently I will leave it. Let that sit in there for a little bit. Okay. Before this dries, I'm going to take some glitter and I'm going to just run it over it. Just to give it a nice little blue look. I'm going to be working with a lot of blues, and I love my blues and purple and pink, but today's different. It's because of welcoming my nephew, who is a boy. And let me blow this out outside real quick, and I'll show you how it looks. All right. Look at that. Isn't it cute? I think I turned it the wrong way. Go this way? Okay. Now I'm going to add a little bit of heat, kind of help with the drying process. And then we'll get other stuff prepared. But yeah, guys, you're not alone. Things are not going well right now. And even though it's not, I talked about this. I did a TikTok live. Mind you guys, I remember, I don't know if many of you were around, but I talked about how, I couldn't figure TikTok out. But I did a TikTok live. Go figure, right? I did a TikTok live, and I talked about a concept that I've been speaking a lot about lately. And even though I have talked about it, it's still a struggle. But it's about letting life happen for you and not letting life happen to you. Because when life happens to you, it's happening at you, right? Whereas when it's happening for you, it's working with you. And so sometimes it's easy for us to get into the mindset of thinking that life is happening to us, right? We're like, oh, why is the universe against me? What am I doing wrong? But that's where like perception comes into play, and we can let life happen for us, right? I could sit here and I could be like, I don't know, what am I gonna do? I don't know how to handle the situation. Or I could say, you know what? How can I handle the situation? What do I have control over? What can I change? What can't I change? Right? And so, sorry, I'm trying to try this to the best of my ability. And so that kind of mindset sometimes, that's a quick shift. I'm going to get on my knees. Okay. That's a quick shift in mindset, because now we allow the reverse action, right? And either way, it looks beautiful, but it's the reverse action. Instead of I can't, how can I? We live in a day and age where like we're always trying to seek control. We're always trying to find a way to gain some type of control. Let me get gloves really quick. We tried a way to gain some type of control of the situation we're in. And then, oh, look at this. this, this is it. Okay. You know what? I'm going to make this work because I just need to protect my fingers. And you know, this is the new style, okay? If you guys see this come out, I created it. So I'm actually going to take some mica distress stain. I'm going to go with, this is Cocktail Party. And that's what I need. I need a party. A self party, right? Like just celebrating myself. You know, I know like so many times, I can't open this. So many times, like we get told, you know, write down the things that you're grateful for, and you know, see if that helps. And I struggled. I don't know about you guys, but when I first was told to do that, it was hard, because it was like, okay, I'm happy for my life, like the typical things that we always hear. Oh my God, I wish somebody was on right now to help me figure out how to open this a whole lot easier, because this feels dangerous. Hey, that works. Okay. So yeah, what was I talking about? I forgot. ADHD, guys, it's so real. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Just that quick. It's amazing what a distress mica stain would make me forget. I remember saying something about needing a party. But I need a party. And it's a party of celebration. Oh, we're talking about the idea. I'm gonna add a little water, kind of help water it down. And then I'm gonna take one of my brushes, and I'm actually going to just rub it through. This is my party, okay? This is the party. We are throwing this party. It is wild. It is a wild party. should have probably got a party planner. But okay. I'm gonna use my little thingy. All right. Okay. Doing the whole affirmation, sometimes it's hard because we just think of the easiest things that we always hear. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for a job. I'm grateful for my kids, my health, right? But the thing about it is those things don't really work if it is not truly your feelings. You have to truly believe you are grateful for those things. All right, I'm gonna add some shiny baubles. Bobble? Bobble? Babble? Bobble. That. And we have to believe and it's like almost the art of manifestation, right? When you start to believe something, it'll happen. You have to manifest it. And so sometimes it's hard. It's really hard to do that. We're capable of doing it, but it is hard to do it. We're going to add some sugar drummed out to all the outside areas. Sugary gumdrop. What did I say? We're going to go through the opening process again. Let's see. Okay. We have to really believe in those things because it's not just saying it. Saying it is like somebody else saying it to us. And then we're like, yeah, like, oh, you're beautiful. Thank you. And then you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm beautiful. But you really don't feel that way, right? But when you do, you shine, you glow. It's like a whole new you. Shake it, shake, shake. I'm waiting for this thing to make that sound. This sound is not happening. I wonder if does it get hard after a while? You want to shake this for a while? You give that to my husband to shake for me. And I'm going to bring up a little bit. It's gonna fall down on my table, and that's okay. I want it to kind of all work together. All right, I'm gonna have to change that color. Okay. There we go. Music to my ears. Okay. So now we're just going to add. It's not going to mix with the other one, so I'm really just adding it to the more lighter areas. Now, it looks like a hot mess. Give it a second. Just stay with me on this one, okay? Because we're going to soften all these colors. I'm just trying to dry as much as I can. And then we're going to soften it all up with a paper towel. Okay. So you just take a paper towel. You don't have to push hard. Just slight pick, and that's going to help soften it and also add some texture. I'm not too worried about this area, and I'm going to show you why. Look at that. See how all those textures in the background from the paper towel, how it all mixes. Okay. All right. Now, this is our base. Doesn't look like much, but trust me with this, okay? But this is the base. I can take off the half glove. All right. Now, there's something I'm going to incorporate in here. And I'm actually going to cut the sides of it out first. This is something I wrote. And I will read it to you guys because I believe in full transparency. And honestly, if it was something that was truly, truly private, then I shouldn't even have had it on camera, right? But I don't believe in hiding certain experiences. So what it says is, I felt sad, but then happiness came this morning in a form of a baby. One I connected with in a way I cannot understand. And I thought I would address the self-judgment and negative talks I have been dealing with, but I am so focused on my new addition that my sadness seems like a thing of the past. Amazing how life brought into the world can cause a shift in my emotions. Being now, I just want to address life. It is all we truly have, and new life means new opportunity and hope. When someone is born, actually, let me go ahead and add some glue to it first. When somebody is born, it brings us happiness. It joins families. There's this forgetfulness that happens when a baby is brought into this world, right? Even those of us who may not want children, right? There's people out there who don't want kids, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? Some people don't realize they don't want kids until later on. So I still put this down. Okay. I still want to address that, right? When we see babies, it brings a sense to us. That's how baby fever and stuff tends to happen, is because of the mere fact that we have this moment in which we're just like, oh, it's so cute, it's adorable. And so it takes away the problems, the dark problems, and brings happiness. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cover where it says I felt sad. I don't want to remember that. I'm going to put that on here. I'm going to add some pieces. And it's all a positive message, right? It's about, dealing with one situation, coming out of it, finding a way to come out of it. But I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that in any of my art, right? I want to try to express that I've covered this part. I want to try to express that I am dealing with this with love, right? It's the dark truth. And this is also the beauty of life. It's another truth. I cover this too. Right? So this is all the beginning. You just see happiness, self-talk, I am so. Addition seems like the past. Amazing how brought into the world can cause a shift in emotions. Being now, I just want to address life because it is all that we truly have. New life means new opportunities. It covered all the negative. Isn't that amazing? That was not planned, but that was perfect. And I'm gonna actually have a picture of my nephew, but I am going to take my new nephew, but because I don't know who knows and who doesn't know about it, I am going to utilize a picture of me and my daughter when she was younger. I'm going to cut it out, and that'll be where I will ultimately place my images at. Now, I have these two images that I had colored. a while back. This is also from Cat Scrappiness. This is the Quaka. I think it's called. You know what? Don't quote me. I do not remember the name of these. But you can definitely find the Cat Scrappiness. I felt this was so cute because it reminded me of like when I heard he was here, and I was just like, ah! Like, oh my God, he's here. So I'm gonna have that right here at this corner because I'm gonna try to work with these, the edges and around the edges. And then I'm going to place this one, which is just thought, right? Just me thinking about everything that I pretty much just told you about. It's just my thought. So I'm going to take that and I'm actually going to place it right at the corner up here. Plus, I feel like it also reminds me a little bit of how much I thought about him. I have two nephews. I am great with the boys, okay? I am a great auntie with boys. And I thank my ADHD for that. This here is something I made these with. I made these with resin and my favorite crystals, or embedded inside of them. And I made it in a way that I could actually wear it and the crystals would always be against me. But today, it is going to be a part of my art. So I'm going to just put this squiggly line over, allow it to fall over and go on top of it, and we're going to actually cover that up. Here I'm going to place a little bit of glue there. It's going to stay there. I don't know how many people are willing to use jewelry and stuff for it, but I am that person. Especially when I am dealing with things. Nothing's off limits. Okay, so now I'm going to use, this is a Brutus Monroe scripted. And I'm going to use some ink. I think this is dry enough. Oh, no, got a little bit here going on. Oh, nope, it wasn't dry. I thought it was. We'll make it work. I'll do a little drawing before I do it. I'm actually not going to plate this on acrylic block because I like to do the controlling of stamping like that. So I'm going to take some detail raven ink from Brutus Monroe. And I'm not going to, it doesn't have to be perfect. It literally just needs to be on here. It does not need to be on every section. And down. Still not dry. Or I may actually have to do a little bit more. Let's see. And apply more pressure. I probably need to apply more pressure. Let me try this corner really quick, see if this helps. This works. Okay, it's very subtle, but it is there. Let me see what happens if I dry a little bit more. Okay, or actually, I have not re-inked this in a while. I wonder if I have to re-ink it. That's very possible too. Try to cover a little bit more areas. Put this down, and I'm going to apply a little bit more pressure. There we go. And I am going to add a little subtle back here. Yes. Alrighty. I'm going back to bad habits. I'm not cleaning my stamp right now, but it's because I have a lot to do. So I will eventually clean them today. But if you guys could see my desk, I wish I could like zoom out for you to see my entire desk. It's a mess. There's a lot going on back here. All right. So we add some little additions. Now I'm going to set this aside for a second so we can get some other things prepared. But what do you think so far? Not too bad, right? Okay. Oh, who did all this mess in the background? I will not take the blame for it. Okay. Put this over here. Now, I have some dies. This is the Thanks die. I think it comes with a shadow. Does it have a shadow? It does. Ooh, come on out. Yep, okay, I have a shadow for it. So we'll use that. And then I was thinking about the live in the moment. Because that's ultimately what's happening, right? It's trying to live in the moment. And I'm not sure if I should use it or not. Let's try. Let's try. I'm going to hold off on this Thanks one for a second. And try. All right, I'm going to take out some Anthracite. This is from Segura's Crafts as well. And I love my Anthracite because it's this shimmer black. It's not charcoal, but it's a very shimmer black, and I love it. So I'm going to take that. Make sure it didn't move. Nope. Run it through my die cutting machine. Is it loud? I wonder. Alrighty. We got the, I think Kathy called this tittle. Tittle. It's a tittle. And then we'll pop out the other pieces. I think they're all one from here on out. Oh, another tittle. Yep, I saw it. And I think, yeah, there should be all one from here on out. Come on. Come up, up. Okay, maybe two. Two from here on out. It's okay. We can work with two. Come on through. There we go. All right. I like this. I'm going to save this. This has ideas. All right. Let's go ahead and pop the little pieces out. And then we're going to save these two here. And it should be like this. Live in the moment. 3 pieces. We got this. I'm going to place this right on the side here. Put this up here. Oh, that happened. Okay. Okay, maybe I do need my box. Bring it over, box. Up. Okay. Thank you, hon. All right, here you go. All right, let's bring this baby in. So, where is the image of my daughter? What did I do with it? Oh, it's right here. So, what just fell? Thank you. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to cut this down oh so slightly. And I'll tell you the measurements. I'm going to do on the side over here. I'll cut it down to, I'm gonna do three, let's see, this is a 5, not a 5, that looks weird, maybe 4.5, yeah, 3 by 4.5 is the go-to. I like it. Right there. Okay, so that's the idea. So let's work with everything else that we got going on. All right. Let's start by I'm gonna put, whoa, hello. Place that there. And we'll do the next piece. And since it's hot glue, it's a lot easier to really put down. And it stays. It stays. It's permanent. All right. Line that moment part up. And then kind of just firmly press down. Let it do its thing. And slide that down here. Okay. And then we're going to add the beautiful M. I'm actually going to use one of my tweezers for this. And then I will put a dot up here, and that's going to be for, I'm actually not going to put that smaller one because I don't think I can get that on there really. And I don't think there's any mistaking that that is an eye. I think we know it's an eye. And if you have to, you could just put a dot with a glue gun or something, or you can, just place it on there simply. Okay, so we have this going on. Now, of course, there's no way that I can do this without adding my floral pieces. So I'm going to use some floral pieces from Prima Flower. And that's going to add the life. Because, I mean, when summer comes, we look forward to all of the beautiful flowers. And nature and all the stuff that nature brings. And floral is a big piece of nature, especially in the summertime. So I'm going to add that here. I am going to add a little bit on the other side here. And I am going to add right there. Now, let's go ahead and put these down. This is why I like doing it with my glue gun, because it is almost guaranteed. You just gotta squeeze and place. Squeeze and place. Scoop. Oh. Not that simple, I guess. And then last but not least, squeeze and place. Now, I do have these, and it's going to be the only blue floral piece I place right on top of here, and it's for my new addition, my nephew. And that's that. Now, I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen it, but I did one with my other nephew, so I have two nephews, where I also put a key, and I did one with my goddaughter as well. Oh, where's my scissor? Where I placed this key. I placed the key in their scrapbook picture, and it's the idea of the key to my heart. They each have a key to my heart, and more than I could probably explain in this live. But they've all brought something into my life. And Avery, that's his name. His name is Avery. Avery came right on time because I was stuck in the funk, and here he comes right on time to pull me out of it. So this is where our image is going to go. And I'm actually going to probably pop it up like that. So I'm going to leave that there so you can have the image, the idea, the image. And see, what does it need? I feel like it's missing something. You know? Let's add some greenery. Can't have nature without some greenery. Gotta add some greenery. I'm only gonna add like 3 pieces. And it's just going to, yeah, just a little something. Now, as you guys know, I have severe anxiety with doing these lives. And I realize my anxiety may just be coming from the expectation, right? Like, you want to do good, and you want people to enjoy the things you're putting out. And I'm stuck between the wanting to enjoy the things, like wanting people to enjoy the things I put out, and wanting to teach and help others to get out of situations or the funks that I know we all deal with. And I wish I got a little bit more feedback to help me understand what I can do better and what I need to change. But this is just creating with no rhythm, no actual understanding as to what's what and where's where and how you're going to do it. You just create it. I think this is why I love mixed media the most. Is that with mixed media, I can just make. And it's not everyone's cup of tea, all right? It's not everybody likes, not everyone likes to do the whole, will this work? Yeah. Not everybody likes to do mixed media. This is not going to work. But those that do, this will resonate with. And if you like card making, then do card making. There is mixed media card making. I think I actually did one for the first time. Last live, I did my first, I think that's my first mixed media card making. And I'll leave it at that. And it came out pretty well. I was actually pretty shocked. It started off with the idea, and I'll actually show you guys, with the idea like that, and then it turned into, actually it's still in my photo box, but it turned into something a lot bigger, with floral pieces and everything. The circles I put, these are my voids. There's some voids I'm dealing with, and they all intertwine. It's like one or the other. But nonetheless, this, you know, I feel like we could use some shine in here. Alrighty, hold on. I'm gonna take this photo out really quick, and I'm gonna add a little splatter. It needs a little purity in there. White, some purity, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. And I'm going to place this on the side of my desk. Oh, I poured a lot. Yep, that happened. Grab my fan brush, a little bit of water. Mixed with pink, of course, because I was doing it with it, but that's fine. Let's get this on there, and we're just going to, that's a big splatter there. Oh yeah, that was needed. I'm gonna do some intentional ones here. Can't really see it on the thing there, but it is there. I might have to draw that in my hand. And I'm actually gonna place it right at the bottom of moment, because moments are pure. And I like the idea of that. Alrighty. I'm going to call it an end and say, this is the finished product. And I'll put the picture back in so you can see how it would look like with a photo in it. But this is the finished product. What do you guys think? A little bit unorthodox, a little different, not like what many people would do, but it's different. And you can try it in different ways. You can rather maybe take a paper, write your own feelings or emotions in there, and then decide to cover it up with something beautiful. Doing something different is never easy. Doing something that a lot of people may not accept is never easy. But it doesn't mean that you stop doing it. It doesn't mean that you quit. It means you continue to dare to be different. You continue to do the right thing, because there's many people out there that are doing the wrong things and they continue to do it, but you're doing something out of the rightness. So never be ashamed of who you are. Never be ashamed of your trial and tribulations. And don't be hard on yourself, because the world's going to do a really good job being hard on you. I hope that this project resonated with you guys. I really hope that it helped. I hope that it gave you some ideas on mindful crafting. And if anything, it'd be great if it also helped you to learn how to just craft some mixed media projects and how to do mixed media projects. I hope that these videos that I create are doing something. I hope that they do help. And I hope they're reaching the right people. If you guys would like more information in regards to our store, I didn't really use much of Segura's craft products today, but it wasn't about that. It was about unity. It was about not being hard on myself and teaching how to give ourselves some love, grace, and say the opposite of what our mind wants us to say. And that's what I did here. I hope that I see you guys soon. I hope that these lives get a little bit more chattier and I get more people. But in due time, I will. Thank you for all your well wishes. And I am having to first do a complete shout out to my nephews and my goddaughter. thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you guys next time. Don't forget, you are beautiful, you matter, and your life is the art of this world. Bye.